Let's do it to it. Organo Balm is coming tomorrow, Wednesday, I believe. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll be launching my brand new product, Organo Balm, which is my moisturizing balm for people like myself that suffer from dry, red, irritated skin, and also can help people like myself who have suffered with seborrheic dermatitis as well, people that have eczema, psoriasis, rosacea should also find skin benefits with my products the same way that I have. Real quick, before I get started with the labeling of my jars, I just want to show you guys who are jumping on the live stream really fast. Which way does this go? This way? This way. This is from this was a screenshot that was taken from a self haircut video that I made probably like 4 or 5 months ago. And then this was a self haircut that I gave myself last month, about 3 weeks ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago, give or take. So we got the before, this is like 4 to 5 months ago. And then after about 2 to 3 months of consistent use, probably more like 2 months of everyday use, you see the difference between the before using the product and then after using the product. My skin has basically cleared up and is honestly like perfect. So this is what it looks like today, and this is what it used to look like. You can see all the redness is absolutely awful. All right, and these are screenshots that are taken directly from a video it's literally on YouTube, so you can check it out for yourself if you want to. And then I also have this photo as well. You can see all that dry fungus on my scalp, right? I know we all see that. Now, if I go over to the after, this is what the back of my head looks like today. Perfectly healed, right? This is what it used to look like, fungus. And this is what it looks like today. So, just showing you guys this for anyone out there that is like me and suffered and has suffered your entire life with skin problems, dryness, irritation, redness, scaliness, inflammation, all of that, seborrheic dermatitis, rosacea, psoriasis, there was one more, eczema. If anybody suffers with skin problems like that, or if you know anyone that does, the products that I've created have... Okay, the trash guy's mad loud. All right, sorry guys. Come on, trash guys. The trash guys, hold on. Come on, buddy. Interrupted my speech. Come on. Come on. Alright, I think they're far enough now. But yeah, so these products will be live by Wednesday on my website. And then they should be up on, I'd say, Amazon and then even TikTok Shop, but TikTok Shop has never really worked well for me. So that'll be up probably in the next like 2 weeks on Amazon and TikTok Shop. But on Wednesday, we should have everything live on my website for anybody interested that has skin issues like myself and wants to see some serious skin healing, I would say, or at least have, you know, I can't promise anything, but the results that I've achieved are amazing. And you guys have been following me for many, many years now have seen my skin in its worst. And, you know, the 1930s inspired self haircut that you guys are going to be seeing, which is, this is a screenshot from that video. I mean, come on now. Ready? Where is it at? This is the before and this is the after, right? So there's an immense change in my skin, and I'm really like, I'm so excited for you guys to get this product in your hands. I'm so excited for you guys to get this product in your hands. So currently, I am here in my garage, and I have all three right here. I've got a neutral scent variation. So for anyone that is sensitive to smells and doesn't want any type of essential oil popping through when they open the jar, the goal of this neutral one is so that when you open the jar, it doesn't smell like anything, right? I tried to make it so that I have a product that doesn't smell because it's going on your face and other parts on your skin. So for anyone that's sensitive with smells, I have one that is pretty much neutral. It does have lavender essential oil in there, but it's formulated in a way where it counterbalances, it cancels out the smell from the raw ingredients. So I've done like a good formula so that essential oil to raw ingredient smell kind of like clashes, so that it smells like practically nothing. Like it's still gonna have a smell, but it's very, very, very mild. And then I have the frankincense over here, which is all the gold ones. This is a frankincense essential oil, and then a lavender essential oil as well. And these are also very good for your skin as well. Yeah, all of these have like anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antioxidant, antifungal, all types of anti-aging. All the ingredients that I use in my products are phenomenal for your skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I've got all the lot size and expiration labels here. I'm gonna put them on the bottom of the jars to, you know, stick with the rules of everything, products. And yeah, we're just gonna get started. So let's do it to it. I'll start answering some of your questions here. What's up? We got Instagram here, TikTok in the middle, and YouTube right here. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? How we all doing? And we'll move this a little bit closer. Hudson, what's going on, Hudson? Benjamin, where can I buy your shirt? I live in Norway, by the way. This shirt I'm mad about because it cost me like $50 to buy. It originally cost like 20 bucks, but then because it was imported from Latvia and Trump's tariffs were a thing, I had to pay an extra like $25 just in like tariffs, like 4 months later to pay for this shirt, which really is aggravating. But yeah, this shirt's not for sale because it's extremely expensive, and I doubt you'd want to pay $50 for it. Yeah. When are you doing the buzz cut? It'll be coming soon. It'll be coming soon. Don't worry. I've got a couple more haircuts that I want to do, but it will be coming soon. So don't worry. Tykiera. Good. How are you? I'm doing well. Who is this handsome man? That's funny. Thank you. You look Egyptian. Well, close. Well, I'm actually Greek. I'm Greek and Portuguese, so you're not too far off. Abdul, you really improved a lot your skin condition. Your scalp looks super healthy now. It does, and it's all thanks to these products, right? I pretty much use the frankincense one all the time, but I kind of use the neutral scent one also. So I kind of go between the two. And then the lavender one is what my fiance uses. The lavender one's meant for, like, I guess, girls. That's why I made it. So we got to have the female products because the females love to get their products, and rightfully so. The men need to start taking lessons because this stuff's great. Men need to start taking lessons. Women know what they're doing. All right, let me go ahead and start doing this here. Let me grab these labels and put these guys on. So basically, what I'm doing is putting the lot and expiration date labels that I have. So I made these jars yesterday. So I have to put the lot number and the expiration date for the products. So my products last about 2 years. There are only 7 ingredients. They're 100% all natural. So the fact that they're natural ingredients and they last 2 years because I use vitamin E oil, beeswax, a few other ingredients that help with the shelf life of the product, you know, it's really, really awesome to have a natural product that has a shelf life of 2 years. So that's my product, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and grab the next one. You see this one? Okay, that's fine. I'm so happy for the fiance. She chose the right one. Yeah, and I chose the right fiance. But I always say that she was a gift from God. And if you knew the story behind how we met, you would agree. So, yeah. A virtuous woman is a gift from God. And that she definitely is. Alright, so these are the neutrals. Did someone say God? Absolutely, man. None of this is literally possible without God. You know, I don't know what I'd be doing right now if it weren't for God to help me out. Right? Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. And his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Let's see. Benjamin, what's up? What is your hairstyle called? Length of sides? Yeah, the sides are maybe like a 2 to a 3 guard. Probably like a number 2 or number 3 guard on the sides. The front, the top is actually super long. So if you can see, it even goes beyond my nose. It's like right here, right? So it's past my nose. So it's probably like 6-7 inches at this point. It's very long. But it will be getting cut relatively soon, within the next few haircuts. Let's see. Do you think about buzzing your hair like you did in the past? I will be doing it. Yeah, the buzz cut's coming soon. I just have a few other haircuts that I would like to do beforehand. Yeah, don't worry. For like 2 years now, I've been, you know, keeping everybody waiting. Apparently, everyone's been itching to see the buzz cut return, but it will be coming back. Don't worry. That was Matthew 6:33. Yes, it was. I mean, yeah, I know other verses as well, but that was the most fitting verse for what I was talking about. Alchemist, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the live, man. Let's get these bad boys going here. Yeah, when these sell out, I'm gonna probably invest in one of those guns that shoot the lot and expiration date on the bottom in like a yellow color or white color, so I don't have to print out a bunch of these labels. I can just use like a thermal printer. That would help a lot. Let's see. Yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to see this product. Really excited. This product, I'm super excited about my hairstyling product because I will never buy another hairstyling product ever aside from using my own. But this one, because it actually like helps support healing for your skin in a way that, you know, you won't really notice much with your hair. I mean, obviously, my hairstyling products moisturize your hair, but it's nothing super noticeable like relieving seborrheic dermatitis or, you know, red dry scaly skin. So this is gonna have like a way bigger like before and after like result than my hairstyling product for many people. So I'm really excited for this product for everybody. Yeah, this could be extraordinarily game-changing for for honestly millions of people around the world that suffer with skin problems. right, let's go here. And then as soon as I finish with these labels, I will start to clean up the jars, and then I'll bag them in the bubble wrap and get them prepped for whenever a new order comes in. It's ready to go. Just gotta throw it in the mailer. So this is what it takes to run your own business, right? This is what it takes to run your own physical product business. And you guys see everything is done handmade here, right? I don't outsource anything. Everything is pretty much done by me. And sometimes my brother will help me fulfill an order if I'm not around. So it's a family business, small business that I'm hopefully going to be able to grow to a multi-million-dollar product business at some point. But you know, things take time, slow in the beginning, but once the product starts to pick up in people's eyes, it'll eventually get to that point. And that's the goal, right? The goal is to help millions of people with my product, right? If it helps me, it'll help other people. And that's what I'm trying to do. Help as many other people with the same problems that I have. Zach, what's up, dude? You teased us with that #1 buzz. It wasn't a tease because it happened. It was just in the past. But don't worry, man. The buzz cut's coming. The buzz cut will be coming. Yeah, and you know what, too? This Thursday or Friday, I'm gonna go live and cut my hair live on the live stream. So for everybody here right now that's watching, I'm gonna be going live on Thursday or Friday, one of them, and doing a live self haircut. Yeah, so a lot of things are changing with my channel, and I'm gonna be doing live streams moving forward for many of the posts that I'm posting. And so there's not going to be as many shorts. You know, a lot of the stuff that I'm posting is getting freaking like demonetized for some reason. Yeah, I don't think the internet wants me on there anymore for some reason, but I'm changing things with my channel because the risk to reward isn't really calculated anymore. It's not really worth it for me anymore. Not to say that I don't love what I do, and I would love to continue to do it. But when you're being attacked by social media platforms, and I'm not the only one, believe me, there's many others that I know about, especially ones with multi-million followers. Anyway, so Thursday or Friday, I'm going to be doing a live self haircut, and then moving forward, I'm probably going to be doing all of my self haircuts live, and I won't be posting within the next couple of months. I won't be posting as many shorts and everything. Like my scheduling, my post scheduling won't be the same. Just because of a lot of things with TikTok no longer paying me, because TikTok is I don't know what's going on with them, and I know they're listening to every word that I say right now, but the platform needs to fix itself. It's the potential to be a phenomenal platform, but it is very flawed, especially with how it treats its creators. So because of that, TikTok was a very nice source of income for me, and they disqualified my account because of unoriginal content, which makes absolutely no sense, because I literally just cut my own hair and post shorts of me cutting my own hair. So unoriginal content for the past 5 or 6 months, I've been going back and forth, appealing, getting rejected, appealing, getting approved, and then getting removed banned from the program again. It's like a back and forth for 5 or 6 months with TikTok, and that was a good amount of my income that I'm no longer receiving. So because of that, I can't afford to pay my editor as much based on how much money I pull in from social media. And so a lot of my content moving forward is going to be more live stream based, which kind of sucks, but at least you guys will get the more authentic version of me, a couple times a week. All right, so this is frankincense, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're good here. And the frankincense is right here. Okay, cool. I'll start with these up here then. Do you agree the buzz cut suits you? Yeah, I think so. It just depends on the guard number. TikTok isn't paying. No, they're not. TikTok is not paying, brother man. I'd say I was getting paid. I was in the creator program on TikTok for about 2 years, right? And then the new owners came in and started kicking people out of the program. And I'm one of those people. And the reason they kicked me out was for unoriginal content, which makes absolutely no sense because I literally just post self-haircut content, like of me cutting my hair, and that's it, and like grooming content. So the fact that I was kicked out of their creator program, it's the biggest hoopla I've ever witnessed. But what are you gonna do? We live in a society where everything's freaking about control. Everything's about control, so you gotta quickly adapt in order to get by. So that's what I have to do, quickly adapt. What guards suit you? I think the number 2 and number 3 guard are probably my favorite when it comes to a buzz cut. I think the number 2, because it's just long enough so that my hair is like dark and there's no like see-through points, because when the shorter your hair is, obviously the more you see your scalp. So it's like the 2 guard and 3 guard is just thick enough to not see my scalp, but it's also still short enough for my hair to not be too long and easy to give myself a lineup. But it could be different for you, right? For you, maybe the 5 guard's better, or maybe the 1 guard. Do you zero gap close? Hear conflicting opinions. Yeah, you can. Actually, the most recent video that I just created, I'm not sure if it's live on YouTube yet or not, but I used the no guard lever closed for the first guideline, and it worked perfectly fine. Like there's many ways to cut hair. There's no right or wrong way to do it necessarily. All right, you can cut your hair a million different ways. And yeah, you can absolutely start the guidelines with the no guard lever closed. How to fade beard. You from Florida, how is it? What do you mean? I've got a few beard fading tutorials on YouTube if you want to check those out. Let me see, what did I say? Yo, what's up, Tyler? What's up, brother man? I see you in there. What about the 1.5 guard? Yeah, I mean the 1.5 guard it's just a little on the short side. It doesn't look bad. I think it's just a little on the short side for me. I've seen some self-haircut tutorials cut the hair around their hairline shorter than the rest because the hair is denser there. Is that true? Wait, what? What did you say? What did he say? I've seen some self-cut tutorials cut the hair around their hairline shorter than the rest because the hair is denser there. Is that true? I think I need a visual because I'm not understanding what you're saying through text. Yeah, but I've definitely seen, like, for example, I also do my hairline as well, not by much, but I also use my scissors to trim up the hairline to make it straighter too. Yeah, like I guess they adjust the hairline. They pull hair down and then cut it like that. I've seen people do that. Yo, Tyler, my man. What it is, what it is. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Say what's up to Trent for me. Scotty, I mean zero gapping the blade so it's tight. A lot of clippers don't come zero gapped. Yeah. If you want to zero gap them, you can, absolutely. It works just fine. Just be careful when you zero gap. You know, make sure the blades are not, you know, next to each other like this. Make sure the back blade is a little bit further than the cutting blade. Otherwise, you're going to start cutting yourself and bleed all over the place. And we don't want that. Angela, what's going on? My man. I love it. I love it. Learn that clipping my mate's neck. Yeah, see? You learn the hard way sometimes. Matt on TikTok says, will you ever buzz your hair again? Yeah, dude. I will be buzzing it within the next couple of months. So I just have a few more haircuts that I want to do. And then you guys will see the buzz cut come back pretty soon. So don't worry. The long wait of 2 years will be coming to an end pretty soon. We have 4 left. What is this? Get that out of there, please. Okay. Uzair. Uzair. Sorry, I completely butchered your name. Love watching your content. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Is the product currently in your hair? It is not. Actually, I have nothing in my hair right now. So yeah, today I didn't even put my moisturizing balm on my face. Usually whatever is left on my hands after I put it on my face and my scalp, the sides of my head, I usually run it through my hair, but today I didn't put anything on. So what you're seeing is just my completely natural hair with nothing in it. All right, where's the next one? Layla, you look like a doctor. I don't know how. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it, but I am not a doctor. Maybe in another life. LF, what's up, dude? What about the cuts I suggested? Don't worry. I wrote them all down. I just have other ones coming before them. Right? Don't worry. Yeah, I literally have them on a note card written down, all of my scheduled self haircuts, and both of yours are there. So don't worry. They'll be coming. Sometime in 2026, you will see both of those suggestions. Remember, patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Believe me, I've had a lot of patience, and I still got a lot of patience, surprisingly. Do you ship to the UK? Yes, we definitely do. I actually just shipped one to Germany this morning. So yeah, I've shipped a bunch to the UK, a few to Germany, Switzerland, Belgium, Netherlands. I even shipped to Saudi Arabia. I've shipped to Israel. I've shipped to Canada. Yeah, I've shipped to many international countries. So yeah, 100% we ship to the UK. Like Ireland, England, Wales, Scotland. Is this the last one here? Yes, sir. I had a suggestion for a cut. Can I share? Yeah, absolutely. What would you like to see? All right, so now we're on to the lavenders, which is the last one. Let's get this over here. See, we got all these lavenders here for my ladies out here. Or men who like the smell of lavender. To each their own. All right, ready? Let's go. Let's just see here what we got. The John Cena haircut in early 2006, the army cut with bangs. The army cut with bangs. That sounds wild. I feel like that was like LF's one. It's like a buzz cut with a little bit of length in the front and like spiked up. I knew a bunch of friends in school. Was it middle school? It was elementary school in 2006. Who had haircuts like that. It was a pretty popular look. I had that at one point too, I think. Yeah, you know what, Lep? If you want, if you can send me a photo of that on Instagram, I will take a look at it and maybe add that into my schedule as well. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I have a haircut that's similar to that one already on the schedule. Very high with shorter top and bangs. It's difficult to do. Okay. I don't have Instagram. Can I DM? Yeah, you can DM me on TikTok, but I get like a million messages, so it might take some time to find it. Let's see, are these good? All right. Let's do this. Yeah, you can DM me on TikTok. I'll take a look at it when we're done. Hopefully I don't forget. What's going on, everyone, on the YouTube, on the talk, on the IG? How we all doing today? I'm excited for you guys to get this product. I really am. I really, really am. I know there's a bunch of us out here that watch my videos that suffer with dry skin and redness and all types of skin problems like seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea. And this product has done numbers for my skin, and it's the reason why I'm creating it and now selling it, because I believe it can really transform people's skin in an amazing way, right? So I'm looking forward to this. I really am. So hopefully by Wednesday we should have this ready to go on my website, and then I'll shortly afterwards look to get it on Amazon as well. Even though Amazon takes way too much money in fees. And I gotta pay extra money to get a G10. All right. Clab Strin, what's going on, man? Hey Alex, should I buy the three-way mirror or what should I do? I'm tired of using the handheld mirror. Yeah, dude, the handheld mirror is no bueno. Unless you're traveling, the handheld mirror is not a good option. What I would recommend, since you're on YouTube right now, is go into the search bar and type in Alex Kouras, the best mirror setup for self haircuts. And then you're going to see a thumbnail that has 3 different mirrors in that thumbnail. And then you'll see me do like a comparison between the handheld, the 3-way, and then my $7 mirror, which is the mirror setup that I recommend because it's cheaper and it's more functional than any other mirror setup that I've used for cutting your own hair. So that's what I would recommend, right? I could tell you blatantly, my $7 mirror setup is the best one. That video does a great job of explaining what it is and showing you what the mirror is and what the setup looks like. So again, it's on YouTube. Just type in on the search bar, Alex Kouras, the best mirror setup for self haircuts. And I think it was like a 9-minute video, right around there. It was like last year I made that one, I think. All right, ready? Thought the #1 buzz was a bold look. Yeah, it is a bold look. And I've gotten a ridiculous amount of requests to do it again. So you'll probably get it again pretty soon. Yeah, and then as soon as I finish with all the buzz cuts, sometime this year, I'm going full-fledged long hair. So you guys probably won't see a self haircut for a while after this year. Yeah, I want to see what I can do with longer hair. Let's see. Thanks. Also, do you know that fade guides band that you applied to make a straight line? Because I'm pretty bad at creating a straight line, especially no guard. Yeah, dude, I've seen those things for years. Those accessories that you can buy for like $5 or $10 on Amazon or whatever. I'm not a big fan. I honestly think it's like riding a bike with 4 wheels. It's like you're never gonna advance if you just keep relying on training wheels, type of thing, right? And putting in a straight line is not as hard as you think, right? If you have a beard and have facial hair, you can just, like, look at the line. It's right there. It's easy. But yeah, man, I'm not a big fan of these gimmicky things because they don't work long run. You're hindering your ability to actually learn the skill. I'm just not a big fan of any of it. That's why you've never seen me promote any of it. Literally, the only thing that I promote is the Glacier clippers that I have. It's a set for like $35, and then my $7 mirror. Those are literally like the only things that I promote. Right? Everything that I promote is very affordable, but it also doesn't hinder your ability to actually learn the skill set. And all of those gimmicky accessories definitely hinder your ability to learn the skill set. And we're not trying to, handicap people here. We're trying to actually teach them a skill. That's also part of the reason why I created my course, and it's now free on YouTube thanks to my brand Kouras. Right? So it's a $200 course that I've made free as a way for everybody to have access to learning how to cut their own hair. And you can find the course linked in an unlisted playlist in the description of every single YouTube video. Every single one of them has the link. ABC Axel Barber, what's up, man? Your wax is shine or matte? Yes, all of my products are matte finish. I don't have them here with me right now. They're upstairs. But yeah, my high hold, my medium hold, my low hold, they are all 3 of them matte finish. They are made with the same exact ingredients, just a different formula for all 3. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of shine products. I know there's plenty of people that are. One of my customers yesterday just told me he's like, hey, are you gonna make a shine product? And I'm like, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not really a big fan. It just to me, it just looks greasy, and I don't like that look. So yeah, all of my hairstyling products are matte finish. The Moisturizing Balm, which is for your face, your skin, you know, your scalp. You can even put it on your hair if you want to. This would be more like a low shine type of thing, right? Because it's a balm, so it's supposed to be highly moisturizing. But yeah, it's a good question. All right, we got a couple left, and then I can start cleaning these guys up and putting them in the bubble wrap. Get them ready to ship. Let's see. No, don't grow it, or grow it while you have it long right now. Nah, dude. The buzz cuts are coming pretty soon. I'm going to be doing those a lot throughout the rest of the year. And then the long hair is coming right after that. Probably like next year. Balint. Hey, bro, I did my first self haircut a week ago. Let's go. Following your guide, friends and family thought I got it in a barbershop. Nice, man. Congrats. Yeah, dude. That sounds awesome. I'm really happy you know, you could learn from my videos. Yeah, dude, that's great. You know, I didn't have the luxury of watching self haircut videos when I started 17 years ago. But I'm glad I can be a good resource for you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, just keep on practicing, keep on working at it, and you're gonna be able to do amazing haircuts in different styles, and you can play around with it once you start learning the skills a little bit more. It's fun. It's a cool skill to know. Clab Strin also I asked AI to analyze your face to see what your ethnicity is, and it guessed you're Dutch. Wow. Okay. That's not true at all, but sure. Yeah, my ancestry comes deep. It's deep in Greece. Deep in Greece. And then also on my other side, Portugal. And that's pretty deep as well. So yeah, no, Dutch is definitely not in that realm. I don't know where Dutch came from. Let's see. How long does it take to grow out your hair from a buzz cut to your haircut that you currently have? Honestly, dude, from a buzz cut to my current length, because you have to look and see, man, my hair right now is all the way down here. You see that? That's like 6-7 inches, right? It can go to the back of my head, right? So you're looking at like a year at least to reach that type of length. Yeah, and the thing is with my hair, because I naturally have like very wavy, even slightly curly hair, my hair just, unless I style it right out the shower, my hair just looks wonky. Like this. Trying to style it straight with wavy hair like this just doesn't really work. 1K likes. Hey, all right. I don't know what that means, but thank you. I think it just helps with like what, pushing the video to others. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Diego, what's up, dude? Sorry, I just missed it. Hopefully you're still around. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining the live. What type of questions would you have for me today? Let's see. Berlin, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. You got it, brother. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, that's it, right? I think that's everything. We can set that aside now. And then I also have some samples here for myself. All right, cool. So what I can do now is take a mini break, grab some water, and continue. Let's see. What would you do if you got male pattern baldness, hair loss? I try to figure out what type of hairstyles I could work around it. I don't think I'm going to, because my mother's father had a full head of hair, And so I believe that's how the genetic sequence goes. It's usually the son gets the mother's father's hair. And I'm 30 years old and I still have my super thick hair that is pretty much everywhere. So I don't think I'm gonna have that. But if you do or someone does, I'd work around it. Depending on where it is, if it's in the front, if it's in the back, I try to work around it with certain hairstyles, or even just go bald, right? If you couldn't work it out, just go bald and keep a nice, low profile beard. Jay Hos or Jay Haas. Howdy, howdy. What's up, man? Greetings from Atlanta, Georgia. What's up, man? Thanks for joining the live. How you doing? What was on your scalp in your first photo? Yeah, let me show you, man. Look, I'll show you both of these images here. All right, both of these images. This was from a self haircut that was about 4 or 5 months ago. I think it was called Easy Men's Self Haircut. If you guys want to check it out on YouTube, you can. This is what my skin looked like in the after 360. So this is literally just a screenshot of whenever I do the little 360 after the haircut, this is a screenshot of that side profile view. And then this is what my skin looks like today, or a couple weeks ago when I did my 1930s inspired self haircut. So you can see just how insane the difference is, the before and after in my skin, on my scalp, on my beard, on my neck. You can see the major difference between the two. From before, this was about 4 or 5 months ago, and this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? Before Organo Balm, after Organo Balm, all right? And that's the product that you see right here that I'm putting the labels on the bottom. That is this product here that I've used every single day for the past handful of months now. And that's why my skin looks as good as it does today, right? Because of this. This is what it used to look like. Like, this is not even like Photoshop. You can't Photoshop it at all. If you want, you can literally go on YouTube and watch the video and look at this exact same image in the video to see it, right? And you'll see it as well for the new one that's going to be coming out in the next like month or so. So, oh, and then I wanted to show you this one as well. Here's a different self haircut. I know you guys see all that fungus, right? All that dry, dead, fungusy, right? All those weird movements in the fungus, all that on my scalp, right? Now look at the back of my head. Now look at the back of my head. This was literally a couple of weeks ago. And the cool thing is, I used the foil shavers in this self haircut. I used the foil shavers. And you guys know what happened to me every time I use foil shavers, because I've got sensitive skin. It cuts my skin. It leaves like major redness. But no, this was literally taken like 30 minutes to an hour after the haircut. Right? Before Organo Balm, after Organo Balm. All right? And that's because I suffer from seborrheic dermatitis. And I've suffered with seborrheic dermatitis all my life. Matter of fact, I still have it on my chest, if you want to see it. Ready? Let me fix it. I still have it on my chest, if you can see it. I just don't put any of my product on my chest, right? But you can still see the redness. This morning, if I were to scratch at it, you'll see flakes of dead skin fall off my chest, right? You guys see the redness? Let's see if I can rotate a little bit. All this redness right here in the center of my chest, right? This morning when I was working out, because I'm kind of like sweaty right now because I'm in my garage, you probably can't see any flakes. But in the morning when my skin was dry, right before working out, I could scratch at this spot right here where all the redness and seborrheic dermatitis is, and then you'll just see flakes just falling right onto my legs. So yeah, it has never disappeared, but the cool thing is, it's like it's an obvious way for me to prove that I have it, and I still do have it, because I don't actually apply my moisturizing balm to here. I just don't do it. But maybe I should create a video of me applying it from now on, moving forward. Every single day, I'll just create like one of those timeline videos of applying the product every day for, a month, and then just see how it changes from, like this to this. Hold on one sec. YouTube's call. There we go. But yeah, man, it's life-changing stuff. I thought I was always going to have this skin problem for the rest of my life, and although it's not really curable, it can be suppressed, I think is a good word. At least it has been for me, because I can't make any claims, because then it's like a medical thing. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Answer my question. How did you get fungus? It's seborrheic dermatitis, right? So it's a skin disease that I was born with, and many others, have skin diseases that they're born with, like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, right? I went to a dermatologist probably like over 10, honestly more than that. It was like 10 or 15 years, like 15 years ago. I think I was still in high school. And yeah, she diagnosed it as seborrheic dermatitis. She gave me a bunch of different ketoconazole shampoos, creams, and none of them worked. And so I've been suffering pretty much my entire life up until now, all thanks to my product. And I know it sounds like I'm probably crazy. Like, these before and afters don't lie. Like, if you look at my skin right now, it's literally like it doesn't exist anymore. It's like, I don't want to say gone, because it's still there. It's just like, it's not really there. Let's see. But yeah, that's funny. Good question. Zach, are you live on Instagram? I am live. I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on TikTok, and I'm live on YouTube. So I use one of these little Johnskis right here, if you can see. See them? This is how I do my live streams. See, we got all three of them right here. So that's how we make it work. Ugh. 3 phones. All right, ready? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and grab these bubble wraps, and let's start making it work. So now I've got a whole bunch of bubble wraps, right? Because I have these jars are amber glass jars with aluminum lids. So I need to use some good quality bubble wrap to seal them. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me bring this closer. What's the chest workout routine? Push-ups and dips. That is literally the only thing that I do for my chest. Push-ups and dips. That is pretty much it. Push-ups and dips. Push-ups and dips. Push-ups and dips. Let's see. Will there be a mid-drop fade with textured slick back tutorial? A mid-drop fade with a textured slick back? How do you do that? A textured slick back? That sounds... I don't know what that doesn't sound right. A textured slick back? That sounds kind of hard. I don't know how you would do a texture, because usually when you texturize your hair, it's more so for like a fringe type of look, or you spike it up, or you spike it going forward, and that way you can do a textured look. But a textured going back would be kind of difficult. Which haircut is the most popular in your channel? Probably I mean, you can see it if you go on my channel. Probably the perfect self haircut in 4 minutes video, and then my best self haircut tutorial, which was like the one that went viral like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. All right, this one's good. I'll set that aside. So I'm just gonna clean these first, and then I'll set them aside. Yep, so this is what I do every single time I make a jar. I always manually put the labels on. I manually clean them as well before I put them inside the bubble wrap, which I do again myself. I put them in the bubble wrap. All right, so everything is done by me. So you know it's literally from my hands into your hands. Everything is done manually, handmade. Right? And it's just better that way. Because you know it's authentic, you're getting it from a real person. It's not made by somebody in China with some cheap products, somebody who's probably getting, you know, I don't know how the conditions are over there, but you know, at least you can see what these conditions are. All right, let's see. And so, yeah. This way, when you open up that bubble wrap, you're like, dang, that's a nice product, son. I don't actually talk like that. Sometimes I do, but not always. Yeah, I'm just looking at the iPad here, man. That before is looking. It was like a diseased head, and you know what the worst part about that is? It's like sometimes, like even though I eat very well, like the diet that I've incorporated over the past 2 years has really helped with my dandruff, especially, and my itchy scalp. Like my head used to always be itchy, and I had like severe dandruff. When I changed my diet to the diet that I have today, which is the animal-based diet, which doesn't have any, you know, processed foods, no processed or added sugar in any of my foods, no yeast in any of my foods. Yeah, the itchiness went away. My scalp has never really been itchy ever since, and the dandruff has been significantly reduced since that day also. But you know, the seborrheic dermatitis never really went away because it's a fungal thing and it's just like deeply embedded into the skin. But when you've got a product that is anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antibacterial, antifungal, and I think there was one more anti that I'm not remembering. It's also amazing for anti-aging as well. So if you guys have moms or aunts that want something that's good for their skin, for it to help with anti-aging, this is great as well. The shea butter, the beeswax, the arrowroot powder, the vitamin E oil, the lavender or frankincense essential oil, both of them are amazing. The jojoba oil also, you know, every ingredient that I could get organic, I did, but some of them you can't really get in organic because organic's like a food label, so it doesn't really work. Like you can't get organic kaolin clay because it's literally a rock. so you can't get organic rock because you're not eating rock. But yeah, pretty much every ingredient that I could get organic, I did, and every one that I can't get organic, I didn't. But I did get the unrefined version of shea butter, which is the better version. Most products nowadays use refined shea butter, which is really just garbage because what they do is they deodorize the shea butter, which makes it not smell, right? So they make it not smell. They also bleach the shea butter so that it turns white because naturally it's like a yellowish color, and they bleach it so that it turns white. They deodorize it so it no longer smells, and that whole process of adding chemicals to it reduces the actual vitamin and mineral count in the shea butter, the health benefits. So that's what anytime you see shea butter on other people's products, you have to ask, is it unrefined shea butter or is it refined shea butter? I use the unrefined shea butter. So it still has all of the vitamins, all of the minerals that come naturally in a shea butter. So that's just one of the many amazing ingredients. And remember, my hair products there's only 6 ingredients. My moisturizing balm, there's only 7 ingredients. So, yeah, these bad boys are gonna do very good things for many people. So I'm excited about it. Would you sell me a house if I lived nearby? Sure. Why not? Can you afford it? Can you afford it? That's the other question. All right. We're getting there slowly. What is it, 5 o'clock? 5:05? Yeah, hopefully I'll be done by 6. Right in time for dinner time. Finish up by 6. So yeah, these guys are going to be live. These products, Organo Balm, we've got the lavender, we've got the frankincense, and we have the neutral scent. These are going to be live by Wednesday. All right, so mark your calendars if you have to. Tell your mom, tell your friend, tell your cousins, tell your aunts and uncles, tell your best friends, tell your teachers, anyone who uses or would like to use moisturizing balms because they have dry skin, they've got irritated skin, right? They suffer from skin issues like seborrheic dermatitis like me, or rosacea, psoriasis, eczema, right? My products have done an amazing, have just impacted my skin in an amazing way. And I've showed the before and after many times throughout the live, and I'll show it to you again in a sec. But the fact that my skin looks like it does today, when before it used to look like this, I'm looking at it right now. Right? Let me, I'll leave this back here so you guys can even see. Is there a way I can point this down or no? Let's see. Can I do this? No, it's too far. Nah, it doesn't really work. I'll leave this here for now. So this is the before, and you can just see the terrible skin. And yeah, don't worry. Everything's gonna be on my website too. So anyone that wants to see better quality images, you can. It'll be on the website. Let's see. Would you sell? I already answered that. I'd only come to you if I could. Top 3 fruits in your opinion for nutrition. Plantains. Plantains, in my opinion, are number 1. I would say the next one. See, it's tough, man. I love fruit. I love fruit, and it's tough. If you're asking about for nutrition, I would definitely say plantain number 1 for nutrition. Maybe oranges second, and then possibly blueberries next. So plantains, oranges, and blueberries, I'd say, are probably the top 3. I mean, that's just off the top of my head. I don't know for a fact, but I definitely think plantains are one of the best fruits like on earth. Worst fruits. Well, those fake cherries that you see that are like dyed red, those are definitely fake foods. So don't eat those. That's definitely like the worst thing. Real cherries are amazing, but the fake garbage that are like dyed bright red, like neon red, those aren't even real food. So I don't even know why people buy that garbage. Honestly, worst fruits, there's no such thing, man. Every fruit is freaking good. Maybe like melon, like the green or yellow melon, because they don't really taste like anything, right? They're not that sweet. Cantaloupe, right? Those could be like the worst fruit. All right, so let me go ahead and move this out the way. All right. And let's go ahead and bubble wrap these guys. All right, so we got the bubble wrap here. Usually what I do is just drop this bad boy in. Right, these are the bubble wraps that have the little adhesive, so it just makes it easier for me to roll them up. Push it back a little bit further. I can roll it up like this. Put it right there. Take off the little adhesive guy, and then roll it. Just like that. And you're good to go. Lavender Organo Balm. Ready to be sold. The first one. Would be interesting for a live stream about food. Sure. Yeah, I mean, whatever food questions you got, I'll answer all of them. I could talk about food and health all day. All right, Organo Balm, first one in the box. Next one. Let's rotate that. Come on. Take off a little sticky guy. Hold on. There we go. Ready to be shipped. Right? Ready to be shipped. Bubble wrapped up. Alright, let's roll this guy in like that. Oh, let me not smudge it with my finger. That's a good idea. Alright, let's go here. What's going on, everyone? On YouTube, you guys have any questions? What's going on? You guys are definitely getting a really good behind the scenes today, that's for sure. You guys get to see what goes into all of my product. The love, the care. You won't get this type of love and care with any other brand, I tell you. The amount of love and care that I put into my brand, my products, and the results that you'll get from the products, you just won't get with any other brand. You just won't. You just won't. Won't happen. Let's do this again. Let's put this guy right here. Before. I don't know why it's like super. Hey, you know what? Let's try to put this facing down. Put that facing down. Put this facing down. Can I face that down? There we go. So now you can see it. And now I'm just sitting here in the background getting these guys wrapped up. Are your products good for people with seborrheic dermatitis? Yeah, dude. That's literally exactly why I made them. That's exactly why I made them. Yeah, look. There. Can I put the 3? Here, let me put these 3 right here so you can see them. We've got the frankincense. That's a real estate man. Frankincense. And then we got, well, I got the lavender right here. I'll do this one toward the end. Yeah, so we got lavender. So each product has only 7 ingredients. They're 100% all natural. Some of the ingredients are organic. Some of them are not because some of the ingredients can't be organic, like kaolin clay, for example, which is a mineral. It's a rock, so it can't be organic. You don't eat rocks. But these products right here, I've been using for the past handful of months and daily for about 2 months, and you can see the before and the after of my skin, which you guys know that I suffer from seborrheic dermatitis. I have my entire life. The before and the after using Organo Balm, which is this product. These are just 3 different variations. One has frankincense, the other one has lavender, but this is a neutral scent, so the goal is for it to not smell like anything. So for people that are sensitive with smells, this one is a neutral scent. This is frankincense scent, and this is lavender scent. Okay, and we'll have all 3 of these will be available to purchase on my website on Wednesday this week, so in 2 days. So that's the before, right? You guys can see the massive amounts of fungus in my scalp, right? I know you guys see that. These images will be on the product page as well, so you can see them. And this is the after, right? Look how perfect, I don't want to say perfect, but look how amazing my skin looks now. Now this mark here, I've had that my entire life, right? I don't think that's going anywhere, but the fungus, right, and all that seborrheic dermatitis is what's been, I don't know, I have to figure out the correct word to use, but healed. It supports the healing of seborrheic dermatitis, I guess. All right, again, this is one of the other afters. This is the other before. You can see it's on my beard, it's on my neck, it's on the sides and back of my scalp. It's pretty much everywhere, right? Or it was. And now you see the after. This was only a couple weeks ago. No longer on my neck, no longer on my beard, no longer on the sides or the back of my scalp. So yeah, if you suffer from seborrheic dermatitis as well, I promise you, for me, this product literally changed my scalp for the rest of my life. I will never have to worry about seborrheic dermatitis literally ever again, right? I apply it every single day in the morning, right after I shower, probably around like 9 o'clock a.m. And then I shower probably like 8 o'clock p.m. So it's on my skin for about 11 to 12 hours every single day. And because the ingredients are anti-inflammatory, multiple of the ingredients are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antibacterial, antifungal, and then anti-aging as well. With a few of the ingredients are also anti-aging, which are great for older people that want to stay looking fresh and young, right? So these products they've done numbers to my skin, and I'm super blessed and happy to be able to offer them to other people that also suffer from the same issues that I suffer from. Uh, let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. I've got thick 2A hair. Which one would be the best for me to have? Flowy 70/30. You've got thick 2A. 2A slightly wavy. Honestly, the thing is with my products, they're all matte finish, right? And they're all clays. So, do you want something that gives you a low hold? You want something that gives you a medium or a high hold? Do you want the wind to be able to push your hair around throughout the day? Or do you want it to be in place from the morning until evening or even until the next day? Like, there's times where I literally leave my hair product in for more than 24 hours and the next day it styles just as good as it did the day prior. So it really just depends on what type of hold you want, right? Do you want to have a high hold, a hold that's locked in the hairstyle for 24 hours or more? Or do you want something a little bit lighter, like a medium hold or a low hold if you've got longer hair? You have the exact same mark on the back of my head as me. Yeah, see? You know how it is. Might have to cop because I used to use Base Bodyworks, but it wasn't great for seborrheic dermatitis. Yeah, dude, I promise you, if your skin is anything like mine, give my products a try. And after 60 days, if for some reason it did nothing to your skin, it didn't make your skin better in any way, I'll give you your money back, 100%. All right? That's pretty much what I offer for all of my products. 60-day money back guarantee. If you did nothing in 60 days and you used the entire freaking jar and nothing happened to your skin, I will give you your money back. That's how confident I am that my product is very, very good. So, yeah, dude. I'm not gonna say anything about other brands. I'm sure they've got good intentions, but as someone that's suffered with seborrheic dermatitis for 30 years, yeah, the before and afters don't lie here, right? The before and afters don't lie. And you guys that have been following me for years and years on the social media, on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you guys have seen the worst of the worst. So the fact that I can pull videos and images like this today after using my product, it's like you're looking at a different person, right? It's like you're looking at a different Alex Kouras. Which, it's wild. The before and afters are wild. The only thing that has ever actually worked so far was Head and Shoulders Bare. It uses 7 ingredients. Okay, yeah. I mean, my products are also 7 ingredients. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard of that. I don't know if that's a shampoo or something else. But yeah, if it's got 7 ingredients, I mean, at least they're on the right track to like creating a brand image with fewer ingredients. So my hairstyling products have 6 ingredients and my moisturizing balms have only 7 ingredients. So everything is 6 and 7 ingredients, right? And I did not mean to make that play on pun that the kids, the 6-7 thing. Let's see. Bro is mad handsome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. All right, a couple more of these. What time is it? 5:24. What hair type would I say I have? What'd you say? What hair type would what? Let's see. What hair type do you have? I believe I'm like 2C or 3A. The issue with me is I actually do have curly hair. Like if I get out the shower and I purposefully try to style my hair as if it were curly, it would literally be curly. Like when I was on my cruise with my fiance a couple weeks ago, she has a natural curly hair, and I had curlier hair than her. So I'm like 2C or 3A, one of those. Let's see. What did you do to get rid of sebderm? I've also been dealing with it, and so far, Head and Shoulders is the only thing that works. Who said this? This is definitely Tricks. Tricks, yeah, what's going on? So you can't cure it, so I have to be very careful with my words. It's one of those diseases that is uncurable, but you can control it, and that's what I've done. And how I control my seborrheic dermatitis is by using my moisturizing balm every single day. Now, before you're like, oh, another guy trying to promote products, my products are very different than majority of products. If you look at the ingredients, there's only 7. All 7 of the ingredients are 100% all natural. Multiple ingredients have anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal, antioxidant, and anti-aging properties. Multiple ingredients out of the 7 ingredients have all of these anti things, right? So I've been applying this product on my skin for, let's see, where's the other one? There's a different before. I've been applying this product on my skin every single day for the past 2 months consistently, I'd say. And that's why you see the before and afters that you see, right? And that's why I'm selling the product, because it works. On me, it works. And I believe if we're all human beings made from the same dust of the earth, it should work for you too, hopefully, right? So this is the before, this is the after, the back. This is the before on the side profile, right? And this is the after, okay? This was taken about 4 months ago, 4 to 5 months ago, give or take. And this was about 3 weeks ago. This was, I believe, sometime last year. This was a screenshot from a video, and this was 3 weeks ago, give or take. So how I've controlled or treated my seborrheic dermatitis and how my skin looks amazing today is by using my moisturizing balm every single day, which have multiple anti-inflammatory properties, multiple antioxidant, multiple antibacterial, multiple antifungal, and of course anti-aging too, for those of us that want that. Now the thing is with seborrheic dermatitis, remember, it is a fungal disease. So when you have ingredients inside a product that is all natural and they are antifungal and antibacterial, guess what happens, right? The seborrheic dermatitis slowly fades away, right? Or at least that's what it did for me, right? And I don't take medication, I don't take supplements, I don't take any drugs, I don't do anything. I'm literally healthy as an ox. I work out 5 to 6 days a week for about 23 minutes. And I eat an animal-based diet, about a pound of ground beef every day, 5 eggs every single day, a bunch of Greek yogurt, you know, Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, a bunch of fruits, and you know, pistachios, stuff like that. Nothing insane. I literally just live by the Bible. I live by the Word of God. I live by the foods that God says in the Bible to eat. Right? I see. Thank you, boss. Yeah, man. Of course. I highly recommend you check it out. Right? If you're anything like me, the product will definitely help you as well. Let's see. What could I use for my face? Let's see. I'd say 2C because it's really thick. Yeah. Another thing that helps me control it is eating less sugars and keeping carbs low. Yeah. mainly the issue is processed sugars and added sugars. So anything from a drink, anything from like sweet drinks like iced teas or monsters or any type of energy drinks, right? Those have added sugar. If you have orange juice with no added sugar, it should be perfectly fine, right? Anything that comes from fruit that is natural with no added sugar is perfectly fine. Like I have honey every single day and my skin is still perfectly fine, right? Fruit naturally with the natural sugars perfectly fine. Dairy with the natural sugar perfectly fine. It's when you have added sugar in your foods that makes it a problem. Right? Stay away from added sugar, stay away from processed foods. Those are gonna cause your dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, itchiness, redness to flare up big time. But yeah, sugar, if you can remove all that, like sugars and yeast from your diet, potatoes, any type of like really like thick carb potatoes, fries, even store-bought grains like rice and pastas, and fake pizzas with bleached and hybridized flours. All that stuff is garbage too. Okay, let me do this one now. And that's all the lavender ones. Let's see here. Cool. That was the final lavender. Packaged up in the bubble wrap and ready to be shipped. All right. There's those. Now what I can do is start to clean the neutral ones, which are going to be these. That's lavender. Let's grab the neutrals and let's do this. Let's see. Oil footy content. What could I use for my face? Yeah, dude, you could use my products. They'll be out on Wednesday. So let's go ahead, let's just clean these guys up. Get them ready for packaging. What time is it? 5:30? Alright, we're doing pretty good on time. Alright. Before, after. There we go. I'll leave it on the after slide for a minute now. BB6 Nick, what shampoo do you use, please? I've been using a shampoo bar recently as like a test. So I've been testing out this shampoo bar that I bought. It only has like 12 ingredients, but the ingredients are decent. And I only use that solely to get, to remove the product out of my hair when I style my hair. So I use that maybe like 2-3 times a week, but it's a bar. So because it's a bar, I just rub it into my hands and then rub the soap into my hair because the bar itself is too strong. You can't put the bar in your hair because it'll leave your hair feeling kind of weak afterwards. So I just put it into my hands and I rub my hands into my hair, and that usually does a pretty good job after like 1 or 2 uses. But yeah, I use a bar. I don't use shampoos like that anymore. Just my bar for now. And I'm taking notes because maybe I'll create a shampoo bar myself in the future, right? Because those things are pretty freaking expensive. Does it help with your scalp? Because I have bad scalp psoriasis. Yeah, man, great question. It doesn't help with scalp. The problem with shampoo, like when people rely on shampoos and soaps to help with their skin conditions, it's like when you think about it, how long is the actual product on your skin for? And when you're showering, let's say a couple of minutes. Or if you're you're using it as a soap versus a shampoo, it's only on your skin for a couple of minutes. Now, with my products, which I have two of them here, the lavender ones are in here, I've already got them bubble wrapped. When you use my products, you put them on, let's say, 8 in the morning, and then you take them off around 8 p.m. When you're showering at night. So you've got my products on your skin for about 12 hours every single day versus the 2-3 minutes in the shower with a shampoo or a soap bar, right? So that's why it's like I would rather use something like this that stays on my skin because there's only 7 ingredients, but almost all of the ingredients are loaded with anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial, antioxidant, and anti-aging properties. And all of that's scientifically backed, right? Everything is done, I've researched all of that, and that's all science backed. So I'd rather put something on my skin that lasts 12 hours every single day versus using a shampoo versus relying on a shampoo or a soap that's literally only on my skin for a couple of minutes max, if that, because you're washing it out. So that's how I view it, and I think everybody should view it that way. Because wouldn't you want something that's supposed to be good for your skin to stay on your skin for as long as possible? I would. Yeah, yeah. Nick, yeah, man, never thought about it that way. Yeah, absolutely. It's it's a great way to think about it. Like it's the same thing with, before I created my moisturizing balm, I used CeraVe for the longest time because my fiance is a doctor and she would recommend CeraVe products like the uh, what's the name of it? The salicylic acid cream. And then there was another one that she recommended. And I used it and it did like a so-so job. It was very thin and light, so it didn't last for more than a couple hours. But it never actually did anything because it didn't have any anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal properties to it. It was just salicylic acid, right? So that didn't really work. It worked 25%. But this stuff works over 100%. It's like more than amazing, right? I mean, there's the before, right? And all this is going to be on my website by Wednesday. This is the before, and this is the after, right? All on my neck, on my beard, on the sides, by my temple, the sides of my head, the back of my head. Here's another before of the massive amounts of fungus from my seborrheic dermatitis, right? And then here's the after on the back of my head now, right? I still have this red like birthmark that I've literally had since I was a little kid. So that's not going anywhere, but that's not like redness from it being irritated or anything. That's just like a mark that I was like born with. Just like I have a similar mark on my forehead, but it's not as like pronounced as that one. Yeah, birthmark. Do you use your product every day? Every day. Every day, bro. Every day. 7 days a week. Yeah, today I didn't put it in because this morning I was like doing a million things. I was driving around town doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I didn't have time to do it this morning. But for the most part, I do it every single day, 7 days a week. Yeah, I put it on my face, I put it on my beard, I put it on my neck, I put it on the sides of my head, and I put it on the back of my head. and I do that every single day. Yeah, bro, I'm sold. Can I order it now or not till Wednesday? Yeah, I appreciate it, but yeah, you'll have to wait until Wednesday when I update the website. So the website's not quite ready yet. I have pretty much everything ready to go, but I need to update the website, so probably until Wednesday. Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. But remember, we also do 2 to 5 day shipping. So wherever you are, you'll get the product within a couple of days, right? A couple of business days. And I always ship it within the same day or 24 hours, depending on if it's like a weekend or not. But I always try to ship it very, very quickly. Again, because I do all the work myself. But I'm quick. I'm quick with it. But yeah, great questions, Nick. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Awesome questions. And yeah, so the three that I have, just so you have an idea, I've got frankincense. So I've got three different types of scents. I've got a frankincense essential oil. I've got the neutral, which is right here. This one, it was supposed to be, it's a neutral scent that is hopefully doesn't smell like anything, right? So I try to counterbalance the scent of the raw ingredients. So I have lavender essential oil in here, but just enough so that it kind of cancels the smell from the raw ingredients, and so it smells like kind of nothing, because some people are sensitive to smells. So I created one that doesn't have really a smell. And then I also have a lavender one as well, which is, so I've got three: lavender, frankincense, and a neutral scent profile, just to kind of give you, you know, an idea for of which three are going to be live on the website on Wednesday. Let's do the before for this one now. I'll leave that one out. Awesome, bro. Thank you for the advice. Appreciate it. Deuces. Thanks, man. Have a nice day. Appreciate you, brother. Alrighty. Nice and shiny. We like to see that aluminum lid nice and shiny, boy. Make sure that once people open up that bubble wrap, they're like, dang, this is a beautiful product. And the cool thing about these labels is that they kind of have like an iridescent look, sheen to it when you point it toward the light. So it kind of looks like a pearl. The white one here looks kind of like a pearl because it has this like iridescent type of look to it, which is really cool. So, you know, I have a good budget for the labels because the labels are supposed to look, you know, really nice. Nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. All right. Was it 5:43? All right. Good to go there. All right, last one for the neutrals. The neutral one and the neutral one is definitely, I don't know. I'm like stuck between the fat frankincense and the neutral one. I really like them both. I mean, I love the lavender one too, but I'm not a big lavender. It's more so for the females. All right, let's go ahead and let's start Bubble wrapping these guys. Oh wait, I got one more here. I got one more right here. Okay. Cool. JH, how are you, bro? I'm doing well. How are you? Happy Monday. How are things going with you, bro? All right, let's go ahead and bubble wrap these guys up. Let's go to the other before. David, what's up, dude? I'm doing well, you know me. How are you doing? All right, the first Organo Balm neutral scent in the books, in the box, ready to be shipped. Número 2. En la caja. All right. We're getting there. We're slowly but surely getting there. I think if anything, this just goes to show just how much work is involved with creating your own products, especially when you do everything handmade yourself and you don't outsource everything to, people in like China or India. Right? This is what it takes to do everything handmade here in Florida. In the USA. All right, next one's here. I'm fine. You're goated for real. I learned a lot from you. Awesome, man. I'm glad I could help. That means a lot. Yeah, I love seeing these messages. Yeah, man. And I've got so much free value on self haircuts, men's grooming, things like that. It means a lot that I'm able to help out where I can. And hopefully my products help out even more, for people that suffer from skin problems like myself, right? Seborrheic dermatitis, if you suffer from dry skin, dandruff, redness, irritation, right? Scaliness on your skin, seborrheic dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, right? If anybody here suffers from those types of skin problems, if you try out my products, I think it'll help out with your skin problems as well, the same way it's helped with mine, right? Here's it before, here's the after. Good night, brother in Christ. Yeah, good evening, you mean. Yeah. Good evening. Let's throw these off to the side here. That was a super good one. Look at that. Super clean. That guy's not going nowhere. Protected to the max. What's up, Kimberly? How's it going? Rooming. And then we got user 12345. You know, Clab Strin says, you know, I used to get haircuts every 4 months at the salon before getting into this self haircut thing, because I watched a lot of your videos about self haircuts. Wow, 4 months between haircuts. It's a long time. I learned a lot from you, and I saved at least $200 ever since I switched to self haircutting in September of 2025. So you've only been cutting your own hair for like 6 months. Yeah, dude, wow. I mean, based on that, yeah, because you only cut your hair every 4 months, absolutely, that's great. Everything counts, bro. Everything adds up. Especially today with today's market, today's economy, where we're getting to the point where we're going to be in hyperinflation pretty soon with what's going on with oil and this so-called war that we have. And then, yeah, with all the money printing that they're doing as well, just be prepared for hyperinflation. And then when that happens, everything's going to become so freaking expensive that people are going to be clawing their way to learn how to cut their own hair. So you're starting at a good time. Box is getting too full. I'm gonna have to move these somewhere else. Box is getting too full. Ready? Let's do the other after. Get into it right away. Yeah, dude. If the sooner you start learning how to cut your own hair, the better. Because I'm definitely foreseeing some major turbulence with the economy over the next 2 years. Right? I'm seeing some major turbulence over the next 2 years. Because I don't think what's happening in the Middle East right now is going to go away anytime soon, no matter what they tell you. It ain't going away for a long time. Right? And I'm not, I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm wrong. Because the longer it stays this way, the worse and worse it's going to be for everybody. But based on what they've been saying and what they've been doing, their actions definitely say it's going to be here for a long time. So if you can start telemarketers, bro, go away. Spam phone calls. before and after. Right? And let's do the other before as well so you can see that one. That's also a before and after. All thanks to my moisturizing balm. This one is my frankincense. I've also got my neutral scent option and my lavender scent option, which I'm just packaging them up right now in the bubble wrap because I finally finished them and we are going to be launching on Wednesday. The sooner the better, right? Is that it? All right, that's it. I've got one left now. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and let's do this one. And then we can call it a day. Well, I hope you guys had a nice experience during the live stream today. There was a lot of cool behind the scenes that you guys got to witness that usually, you don't really see that much of. But yeah, the behind the scenes right before I look to launch my new product, Organo Balm, which is my moisturizing balm for your skin, for your scalp, for your face, for your hair. If you want to put it on your hair, it's healthy for your hair too, as like a nourishing balm. You can do that too. But the ideal person who I would love to have this product are those that suffer from skin problems like myself, like seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, dry skin, irritated skin like dandruff, any type of skin issues. I think my product has done an amazing job with me, and therefore I hope it will reciprocate that amazing job onto your skin as well. So that's it. Frankincense, ready to go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Organo Balm will be live on my website hopefully by this Wednesday. If not, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. We should be good to go in the next few days. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can email me or DM me on Instagram. I usually get back on Instagram, even though I've been slacking lately because I just don't want to be on the apps. Yeah, that's it. Sounds good. I'm excited for you guys to get these products, right? Hopefully they help your skin the same way they've helped me, right? All right, guys. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Take care.